The first one, as far as what has happened from the last Aero India to this Aero India is the great thing that unfortunately all of us had to face in the last about 1 year period of time. Though there was disruption for 3 months to 4 months with respect to our industry and our own vendors, subcontractors, tier 1, tier 2 firms, I would say that has given a new initiative and new enterprise to be utilized by the various industries to ensure that the time lost is made good in the remaining 8 months period of time. I can say that with confidence not only about ourselves, which you can see the enthusiasm which is there all around, but I am seeing also with our subcontractors and our vendors who are also working almost 24/7. Because each one of us in the industry today in India, whether ourselves or our subcontractors, we want to meet our yearly targets, if possible exceed by a little bit amount at least, in spite of the fact that we lost 4 months of time. And for that, the greatest contribution has been some of the incentives that has been given through the Finance Ministry and the Defence Ministry. Yeah, it has been of great help to ourselves and also to the MSMEs. We have taken advantage out of it and we are on the up and up above today. And with the recent budget, which has given a new fillip, I am sure we will get into the higher strata of going upwards in a very short period of time. And that is a plus point. And so from last Aero India to this Aero India, I can see a visible change. And I must compliment the government for holding this Aero India, though in the initial stages, we were all skeptical whether people will come and all that. You can yourself see, and this is more focused with the businessmen coming here and doing the our own professional work in the environment that is required to be done. So we expect a lot of good things to happen also in this Aero India. We have, major areas where we have concentrated in the past about 2 to 3 years, and in this year particularly, is with respect to the space. In the space which is expanding as, in the geometrical proportion, we have been in all the 4 areas of space domain. What are they? Firstly, on the satellite side. We were the first private sector or public sector enterprise to have been selected by ISRO for making very high-end satellites, assembly, integration and testing, which we have done on 2 major satellites. One is, of course, the IRNSS-1I, which is over there, which is a navigation satellite, and the second one is the IRNSS portion of it and the GSAT, which is a bigger satellite. So both of them have been made by our team in ISRO location, efforts of about 50 engineers and technicians, and that has resulted in these 2 being up there in the sky. One is 1.5 ton capacity, big satellite, other one is 3.5 ton capacity. So both of them are there, and now our boys and girls are doing the same work on a newer security oriented satellite called as RIASAT. That will also probably be launched in the May, June. So that is one area. The second is, okay, you send the satellite, but what about the ground systems? For about the antennas, the hub stations, the receiving terminals, that is to be given as to the various customers in the format in which he wants, and that is for the ground stations. As you can see, hub and the antenna portions of it, whole of northeastern states, more than about 350 stations we have established. Bhutan, with the Honorable Prime Minister, opened about 10 months back. 140 stations have been done by us. Andaman and Nicobar, 130 stations we have done. So like that we are expanding, so that already what is being beamed from the satellites are utilized, not only in our country, but where the footprints of that satellite is there, let us say in all the SAARC countries, there also we are establishing the facilities. Bhutan is the first one. Now we are going to do it in Nepal, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Maldives, Sri Lanka and all that. So all of them is the second priority for us. The third one is that rocket science. See, you are not called as a scientist unless you do something with respect to the rocket science. So we ourselves as Alpha Design Technologies and our promoters Adani together we form a consortium with Bharat Electronics and BEML for the big program which Government of India has come out with for making 5 PSLV launchers, which is of this type. This is the GSLV, similarly there is a PSLV, which is also kept over there, this thing. So for that we are going to manufacture and establish a very high-end facility, maybe 200-300 crores, along with our own promoter Adani. So that is on the launcher. Once we do it for PSLV, then we will do it for the small size launch vehicles, and then for the reusable launch vehicles, the higher end GSLVs, all of them will come one after the other. So we are taking a strategic vision we have established together between us, Adani's and our other co-partners, and go ahead on that. These are the 3 major ones. The 4th one, which is of critical technology, is connected with the chipsets and all that, which you can see here. This is the miniaturized NAVIC receiver, which is in a very small dimensions already, but now we are going to make a chipset, this whole thing in a small chip, which is under development, which we have already taken part in one of the requests for proposals from Ministry of Information and Technology and Electronics, and we are quite confident of winning it. When we do that, we will put investment for the first time for a chip manufacturing facilities, and with help from our Adanis as the promoters for this. So this will be a new idea, and 10 lakh 1 million such chips are to be made in a 3-year period of time, for which of course initial investment will be made by the government, but we are going to utilize that for making the equipment and systems for the chipset to be utilized. Our ultimate aim with respect to that is to go for our own, go ahead for making it for the iPhone. For this there is a GPS inside. At present, it takes the GPS information, as you know, only from the American or the Russian GPS. We want to put the NAVIC inside that as a software upgrade for that, in which case we are requesting also the Government of India to make this as a compulsory thing, that every one of the radio sets, communication set should have an Indian GPS capability of receiving it, because in case anything is switched off, then we have our own system working over there. So we are working toward that as a initial initiative from our side, which is going to bear fruits. These are the products we are ensuring on the space side. The other portion which we have been doing from the defense side is on the upgradation of the equipment. See, nobody today has got money, as far as we know, from the government side for buying newer and newer equipment. So what we have planned out is an upgradation. For example, at the back side, if you see, that is the BMP model. That model we are upgrading it with newer fire control system, thermal imager based system. So that will give a new lease of life, and also capabilities wise, it will take the present BMP to something else. That we are doing it indigenously because we are very strong in thermal imager designs, thermal imager versions of fire control system, and also we are going to do one more missile system upgrade, Russian missile system upgrade called as Pichora. Orders have already been placed on us, almost about 600 crores. In the next 3 years period of time, we are upgrading these systems for the Indian Air Force. So this is another area of focus, and we are already in it in a very big scale. That side we have the Mi-17, which is a Russian aircraft. There are 3-4 versions. These are the older versions, which we are upgrading totally, 90 numbers of that by our own efforts. We are the sole offset partners for Elbit. Elbit got the order, but everything we are doing for that. So in that way, the upgradation program is the one that we are going to give focus, and we are already very well off in that respect. These are the things I wanted to mention. Thank you very much.